Good afternoon. I'm Troy. This is Fig and Fruit Nursery and Orchard, and today we are going to do some more experiment and trials. We're going to try this unit out here. It holds 98 cuttings. This is the 10-inch version called Cone-tainer. These are about 2.75 of an inch. It is a little pricey, but it is very well built. Has a real nice tray, as you can see. So you could get multiple uses out of this. But I don't know, as you see in our last trial, roots went everywhere. So I've got a whole bunch of really nice cuttings, different sizes, that we're going to root and see how these do. I wrapped the last one with saran wrap. I'm not going to do that with this one, at least not around here, because I think that the way these are made, maybe that they will help air prune. And I'm going to keep my trusty meter around, because I will do some checking and see how they do as far as water. This is a unit you could bottom water. This is something that I do like about the unit. I'm going to bring it up there by the camera and see if you can see down in there. Do you see the bottom of the cones? How they're relatively up off the ground? They don't touch the bottom of the tray. I like that because you could put a very light layer of water in there, and just the humidity from that would be enough with those cuttings up in there to give them all they want to grow roots, without the median just sucking that water up in there. So I kind of really like that design. I don't know how hard they're going to be to get out when the time comes, because ultimately you want to try to reuse this and not cut it open. So I don't know. We're going to find out. But while we're finding out, we're going to do something else along the way. This thing, like I said, holds 98 cuttings. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 20 cuttings and dip in 4 different hormones. We're going to use Hormone 1, Hormone 2, Hormone 3, and Dip and Grow. Okay, so I want to talk real quick about the differences in these. Hormone 1 has 0.1% butyric acid. Hormone 2 has 0.3% butyric acid. And Hormone 3 has 0.8% butyric acid. And that is the differences in that. And then this should have been, the way I mixed this according to instructions, I should have been, on my Dip and Grow, I should have been about 0.2% butyric acid. So that's kind of the differences between them. And then we're going to have 18 cuttings we're not going to do anything with. We're just going to stick them in the dirt. I've got all my cuttings already waxed on top. That way I can just dip them and stick them. Now, and that'll be, I don't have to get into that whole process. You've seen me do that before. So, but what I will show you as I do 1 or 2 of them, because we got to see how these things are to fill with dirt. Ultimately, you need to kind of pack them down in there, but be able to get your cutting down in there pretty good too. And these cuttings here are a little shorter. They're probably they're an 8-inch. They're an 8-inch cutting. So that's what we're using, about an 8-inch cutting. They've all got 2 or 3 nodules. Some of them's got 4 or 5, but they're all about the same size. I've already cut the bottom and waxed them. All I got to do is stick them in the rooting hormone and go. And then I'm going to write down out through here which ones are which so that we know how they do as we see how to take this thing apart in a month or so. So let's get this thing rolling and see just how these things are to feel. You know, they may be better if you just set this in a thing and fill it full and then clean this whole mess up. But I want to try to put them in here and let's see how they are for that. They're not too bad to feel. I'm putting tape. You got to kind of tap them down a little bit. Make sure you get it to the bottom. And I'm kind of trying to fill them up and get them pretty tight. I'm putting a piece of tape over the top of them just to help deter fungus gnats. It ain't got to be perfect. But like this here, they're not bad to feel. Fill them quicker than you can a fig pop. And I've done a few here to try to see what it was like, get the hang of it, you know. Then I'll just put a little slit in this. Yeah, I'll have to cut this tape off later off of my cutting, just like I did the other unit. But at least in this unit, it'll be on a by cutting basis, where on that you had to tear that whole rig down in order to get the cuttings that was rooted out, and the other cuttings was just tough luck, sorry you're behind. So where this one here, if they're not, don't look like they're rooted, or you don't see roots hanging out the bottom or something, you can just leave them. You don't have to disturb them. You can give them a few more undisturbed weeks. So that's something I definitely like by doing it like this. And the tape's not hard to put on there. So, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna, let's try just doing a dump here, and we'll see if that's any easier or harder. It'll make a little bit of a mess, but let's try that. All right, so let's just see how they do to fill them up like this. Maybe this is easier. Might be faster. Like I said, it's gonna make a little bit of a mess, but then we'll after we get these filled up, we'll take all the excess, shape it down into the bottom, put it back in the container, clean them up, and then I'll tape them. I'll pull them out and tape each one. Maybe that'll be, this is definitely a faster way to fill them. Got to push it down in there though, that's for sure. You can tell they go down in there. If they ain't got enough in it, your finger go right down and through there. They got quite cut and went down in there. You can see that in full. Probably want to leave a little bit of room because you got to push cuttings down through there. And depending on the size of your cutting. If you go to put one in and it don't want to go, just probably move on to the next one because it might have got it a little too full for that cutting. All right. Looks good enough. Might need to add a little bit to some of them. All right. Kind of got it cleaned off there. And we will get to taping these things. All right, I got this thing put together. I started taping. I didn't like the way the tape was doing. So I just done this back row here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 18 cuttings per hormone. That'll be this block right here. So then there'll be 3 runs of 6. And then these last 2 rows here and this back row will all be with no hormone at all. So there'll be a few more with no hormone than there is with hormone, but that's okay. We'll just do it by the numbers. So do it on percentage, and that'll show us what we want to know. So what I'm going to do is just, like I would always do here, there's some 1. Get a little bit on the end of it. There you go. Pretty simple. Just select some different sizes and stick it in there. And I'll get this whole thing done, and I'm just going to knock them off, and that's just how I'm going to do it right here. All right, get some of these stuck in here. All right, I got this thing put together finally. Got all the cuttings stuck in it. I put my water meter on it just to get an idea where we was at, and it's coming in right around the 4.5 mark. So, which is my typical, the way I mix my potting soil using HP Pro Mix. That's what's in here. We got our 4 different hormones and then a trial of none. There's 18 of each hormone and then 26 with no hormone. I know that's probably not quite even up, but it's kind of the way this come out to try to make it at least as an even trial with each hormone. And then, yeah, we're going to give the no hormone a little more cuttings to see if it can get its percentages up. So we'll see. We'll just do it on a percentage basis instead of numbers. So there it is. I'm going to take this unit, put it upstairs in the semi-dark, and we'll check back on this here in about a month and see how they're rooting, see if we can see anything. So thanks for watching.